Good morning. You know, my girlfriend sent me a video yesterday. It was this rally in Australia and people were singing. A lot of people were singing. And she said, maybe you will cry when you see this video. And I was watching it and I didn't cry. My girlfriend watched me. She was watching me closely. And I turned my head away. I didn't cry. I said, I got something in my eye. Something happened. But it was not emotional for me at all to watch these Australians singing. I will post a link to that video so you can watch it if you want, and you will not be emotionally touched by this at all. No. This video will be on YouTube. Yeah, please remember this. I was thinking about group pressure. I know quite a few people who are anti-vaxxers. And there's one thing that they have in common, I noticed. When there's group pressure, they do the opposite. See? Very strange people. Yeah. And this makes them very dangerous, of course, in this society. They don't obey, you see. And to confirm this, I was listening to this great man, the Phizer CEO, Albert Bourla. He was talking and he said, a very small group of people are spreading misinformation on COVID-19 vaccines. Those people are criminals, he said. Yeah, and of course he's right, see. Maybe you have questions about this. Maybe you think it's a stupid statement. It's not. Let me explain. I mean, if you have a drug, and when people take it, the blind will see again, right? And the lame will walk again. And then you have some people saying bad things about this drug. This is like a criminal act, isn't it? Yeah. This is what he means, you see. And he also said, well, small group. Yeah, small group, that's an interesting thing. Yeah. Well, I think he's right. It's just like 10 people doing this, spreading misinformation about the COVID-19 vaccines. Maybe 15, It is a very small group. That's what he says. And he also said this. Now, this was a very interesting statement to me. He said, the only thing that stands between the new way of life and the current way of life is, frankly, hesitancy to vaccinations. Right. So maybe you wonder about this too. Well, what he means, I think, is like the current way of life. What is this? Well, it's people being restricted, right? Yeah, their lives are restricted. And the new way of life is when people are not restricted. It's that simple. There may be something else that he's referring to, I don't know. But that's what I think he means, you see. It's just a better life. This life that we have now is bad, and we will have a better life once we just skip this hesitancy to vaccinations. See? Yeah. Now, some people suggest that this thing that is going on with COVID and the vaccines is like a drill. And actually, I think it is. Yeah. Because people need to learn how to be obedient. See? So this is like drilling it. People need to be taught this lesson that they need to obey the authorities, you see. I think this is part of it, actually. It's very needed because you have all these people who react differently to group pressure. We just have to increase the group pressure from all the other ones, and these people will eventually do what they are told. Yeah. Yeah. Very good guy, this Phizer CEO, Albert Bourla. There was a rumor that he was arrested. It wasn't true. Right. Right. I'll do the list. So I'm helping YouTube. You know, YouTube, they are censoring these people. Well, they try to. It's very tough, you know, because there's so many of them. Yeah, it's like 10 of them now. Yeah, so these people are talking about the vaccine. And they are critical. Yeah. Critical to the vaccine. They talk about side effects. So the idea is that you shouldn't look for these people. You shouldn't listen to them. Don't search their names on other platforms. Right? You will get strange ideas about, well, maybe. You will get strange ideas about the vaccine. Now, you don't want to be part of this group, do you? No. That is it's more or less criminal. Well, you are criminal if you are anti-vaxxer. You are. Just listen to the Phizer CEO. Well, if you spread misinformation, that's what he said. Yeah. All right, so here's the last one. I was listening to this guy. He's a football player in the United States. Yeah, he's a quarterback. It was interesting. And this is a typical example of a person who will not budge under group pressure. Yeah. Quite interesting guy, actually, you know. An athlete. And he's telling the story. What happened when he said he will not take the vaccine. Now, don't listen to him, you see. No. I'll show it to you again. So I'm sure that you get the spelling right. Double A. Yeah. All right. You got it? Very good. Bye.